All right, but let me ask you a simple question here. You bring him back. Who does he beat?
John, I don't think he beats anyone. He's not going to make 55. So what fucking way are you going to fight Max Holloway at? Like you're not making 55. He's not making 55.
Max wants to fight at 205.
Max will fight anybody anytime. He'll say like I'm down. 170? Cool, I'll do it at 170.
He would.
He absolutely would. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Nate, the contract, your manager has the contract. He's still waiting for you to sit down and talk to him. He can't seem to track you down. You've been running scared for a little bit. We sent you over some ideas, and it seems like you keep trying to avoid the situation. So in terms of fighting with me, we'll find out, man. But the Max Holloway situation, I'm not going to lie, John. I wouldn't mind seeing the fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing it either. I think it actually would be fun, but I don't think it'd be a good result for Nate.
No, it wouldn't be. No, he is 40 or almost 40. Yeah. So, I mean, buddy, you're stuck fighting old people like me.
Yeah.
So, jump on the bandwagon.
And just think about it. If he fought you, he'd be the young man.
I know. That's hilarious. Even though you don't look it, he looks old as fuck.
Damn.
Jeez.
Damn. He'd be the young guy.
He is 40 years old. He is. And there's no way he's 6 foot. He's got to be 6'1", 6'2", somewhere around. He's taller than his brother. 6'2". Yeah, he's closer to 6'2". He's taller than his brother. His brother's 6 foot, 6'1", I think. So look, I don't have anything against Nate. I like him a lot, man. I think he's great for the sport. I think he's great for this industry, period. The MMA industry, the boxing industry, all of it. I think he's great.
I agree.
I would love to get this thing settled up. So, there's been conversation with his agent, my agent, that type of thing. So we'll see what happens. I know he's out here bugging for this. He wants to try to get back in the UFC. Right now, it's a weird feeling. Like you got to find promoters. That's the thing. Has nothing to do with whether you want to fight somebody or not. You got to find a promoter to put it on. And right now, I mean, it seems to be the UFC right now is the promotions that's doing the most, not just in MMA, but like also too working towards boxing. So when he left and fought Jake Paul, he kind of shot himself in the foot, not being able to not getting that win. Had he got that win, there might have been a different possibility. And then getting the Masvidal win didn't really do much for him either. No. So Masvidal's in the good graces of the UFC. Still has fights under his belt. He could possibly still come back and fight for them. Nate is not in the good graces right now with them. So I don't know. Maybe they'll get something settled up. Maybe he will come back. He will not come back at 55. So the Max situation at 55 is not going to happen. Now Max fighting at 70, I could see that happening.
All right, but let me ask you a simple question here. You bring him back. Who does he beat?
John, I don't think he beats anyone. There's some fights though that I wouldn't mind seeing. Are they the 55 fights or are they the 70s? Because you're thinking he's gonna have to make 70.
70 for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like there's really. I mean, look, you can have him fight. You can have him fight Leon again. Okay. You know where I'm at. I mean, like somewhere in that mix there.
Hold on. Except for one punch, that wasn't a close fight though.
No, you're right. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
Colby's been calling him out. Colby has called him out.
That would be one I'd watch.
You know who I'd watch him in D-Rod.
Yeah.
Just West Coast gangsters.
That's what dude. That's just NorCal versus SoCal.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, there's nobody else in there.
Hold on, think about this. That long time ago, I'm not sure. You were fighting at that time. I'm not sure you remember it. You might even have been there. But there was a kind of a gang-related thing down in the desert when you put two people
the ultimate athlete.
There you go. Yeah. Probably not a good idea.
No. Yeah, you have D-Rod. You've got. I mean, I know it would sell, but it would probably be a boring fight. It would be him and Colby Covington. It would sell.
It would just be Colby trying to take him down and him trying to stay on his feet. So
yep, that's about it. That's all, or him trying to chase the guillotines and the triangles and getting his face punched in from the bottom. So I don't know. Go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say like a Jeff Neal would be a good one, probably.
No.
Jeff Neal murder him.
Jeff Neal would.
Joe Barnes, like those kind of guys would be. Like an MVP one could be an interesting one. Like there's some like people up his age. I'm thinking more because they're his age as well.
Yeah,
and just like the speed's not gonna be there.
Yeah, the only person that I would see would be D-Rod. I'd put D-Rod. Yeah, maybe a Leon, only because we've seen kind of a little bit of that, but he's not the same fighter. Yeah, I've seen it. I would just say D-Rod would be the only one.
So what happens with him and Max then? So why are you guys so against that? If
I'm not against
let's say
it would have to be at 170.
right.
That's it. I'm not against it. I actually love the fight. I think it's a great fight.
No, I'm being honest. I don't think it's a great fight. It's not a great fight. It'd be a one-sided fight. It would. Max, I'm just being honest.
Really?
Max is way faster than Nate.
Yeah.
He moves a lot. Nate doesn't do well with people that move well. Like even you have movement that caused him problems throughout the fight. Okay, and that's when he was young and he wasn't slower. And so I'm being honest. I look at that and it's a matter of Nate Diaz. How long can he last without Max just cutting him up like he's got a razor in his hand and it being stopped on cuts?
Yeah, I mean, Nate's the longer fighter. He's the bigger fighter. In a 25-minute fight,
a little bit longer, but not much.
I think enough. To keep him at bay a little bit. And the other thing too is I think we've seen with Max in the Ilya fight is when he does have to move a lot from pressure, that he will slow down a little bit. Now that was at 45. This is not at 55. Not like we talked about, not the same fighter at 55 if you have to move this much. Also, Nate doesn't chase after you. He doesn't keep the constant pressure. Sure, he walks after you. He doesn't turn and like cut off the cage. He's not cutting you out. He's literally just walking around in the circle, just chasing you. Nate's got power at the end of his punches. He doesn't have any power in the middle there at all. So the slapping, the reach, the range. I mean, I don't know, John. I'm not ready to count Nate out on the situation. I'm obviously leaning a lot more towards Max at 170. It would be just fun. I'm thinking about just fun. Now, I'm not thinking about he's making a run to anything else. And in a 5-round fight, Nate's one of those guys. Like he's been known to have great cardio. He's been known to break people.
He's got great cardio.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
He's been known to break people as the fight goes on.
Yeah, Max is always a guy that people out cardio.
No, John.
No.
I know that supposed to be like a gotcha question because it was.
No, it's not a gotcha. It's you're saying look at he out cardios people. Well, he's not going to out cardio Max. It'll be even.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but you're also not taking into consideration the weight does have a factor in terms of out cardioing people. And we've already seen with Max when he went up to 55 and didn't put the weight on properly, he got tired and he took some big shots from Dustin Poirier, in the first fight. So if he does the same thing and take a fight again at 170 and fighting a bigger guy, he will have, I think, some issues with the cardio and the conditioning. The size will be a factor if he doesn't put the weight on properly like he did the second time around trying to fight at 55. He's a big body. Nate is a big body, 6'1", 6'2". He's big. I know he's not fast. I know he doesn't he's not definitely not fast, but he also doesn't put the pressure. He doesn't walk forward and make you exhausted and tired. But if he does get on you and hang on you a little bit and get on your neck and doing all those things where you use your big body to your advantage, he may have a shot, may have a chance. I'm giving him this much, John. Just fucking go with me on this, please.
Giving him this much.
Yeah, I'm giving him the effort at 170. There's no chance at 55. No. Not even. He's not going to even try to make the weight.
No.
So, what? There was more to this there, Dave?
No, really, just the potential Nate coming back for the Max Holloway fight. I'm seeing down here where we're talking hypotheticals, right? We're not talking about real news here, apparently. And Dana's also said he loves Nate, and he's not closed the door on it. So I don't think this is like an unrealistic hypothetical. I think there's Nate making his case for a fight that makes sense. Like, do you guys think this is a case for a fight that makes sense? Like Dustin versus Max, when you talk about like, does a fight make sense? Like you could almost say it doesn't make sense because what's the point? But Dustin wanted it on his way out for the BMF belt. You can make anything make sense, right?
No, this does not make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense because first off, Max Holloway doesn't need a win over someone like Nate Diaz to make people go, oh, this guy's really good. Second off, Nate Diaz cost a lot of money. He would have to take a huge pay cut for the UFC to even consider putting him in that kind of fight. Because if you're the UFC, what are you going to use Nate for? It's to try to promote your younger fighters and get a win over him so they can sit there and say, look, he's got to win over Nate Diaz. Okay, that says something. But they're not going to put out the kind of money that Nate is going to want to fight someone like Max Holloway where there's nothing there for the UFC to benefit from.
I think you're being negative. I think you're being negative on this, John. Yeah, you can be negative.
Actually, I think John's on point.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, no, you're not.
Oh, I am.
No, if I'm bringing Nate back, I'm going to do one of two things. I can agree with you that they'll bring him back for the younger guys to beat him. But if you're looking right now in times of what I can bring excitement to this sport, because there's not a lot of it going on right now. Look at the card this weekend. Okay, what can I do to bring more eyeballs to the sport, especially with all this stuff going on with the contract deals with whether it's Netflix, Amazon. They need somebody that brings name value. Bringing him back right now is I think it'd be a good move for them. You got Max. Look, I'm not saying that he's coming back, but I said the potential of a Conor matchup for number 3. I'm not coming back.
But that would make more sense than Max.
Okay, John, I'm not stuck on Max though. I think you're just focused on one thing. I'm focused on multiple other fights. Him and Chandler would be a fucking fun fight. Those two guys just beating the shit out of each other with no fight IQ. Lovely. Okay, I'd love to see that fight. These are fights that I would love to see that I think the casual fan at home would be like, fuck, let's tune in to watch Nate Diaz and Michael Chandler. Let's tune in to watch Conor's fucking disaster right now, but let's watch those two guys do their third fight. The Max fight, I'm not taking it off the board. I wouldn't take it off the board. I even said the Colby thing only based on the fact is because Colby will sell the fight, Nate will sell the fight, and the two of them they play the perfect heel. They've been perfect for marketing if it's a Netflix deal or whatever it is. I'm talking about what brings the UFC money and eyeballs. Yes, we're going to get into this is the entertainment business. Not everything needs to make sense. And that's kind of where I'm at on bringing him back. I think it's smart that if they did bring him back right now in negotiations with the new TV deal, it'd be smart on their part.
It's costly.
I mean, look, John,
it just is.
Yes, it is. How costly is it? He can run like you don't have to fight, dude. Like we're just fine. We're just fine without you. I'm over here pitching Nate Diaz to the UFC because I enjoy watching him fight, him and his brother both, but I enjoy watching him fight. And I think that in this time frame of negotiations, it'd be smart for them to bring him back.